So Nietzsche says God is dead, partly to say he's a militant atheist, but partly to say that the idea of God in the minds of men has died, which means that theoretically it may not have completely died, but is in a point of collapse, because the point is to test and to rearrange, and you put up a view and I will attack it, because life is struggle, and in that struggle comes out the possibility of meaning. Nietzsche would say, there is a truth but I don't know it yet. There is a degree to which ontological circumstances cannot be completely proved but are not rendered prior meaningless, which is why Nietzsche approaches nihilism, the belief that there are no filters and no values and no constraints and no morals that are purely human, and that there is nothing outside, which of course makes it very difficult to run any sort of a civilization because there are no lines. And Nietzsche stands halfway between what you might call this existential leftist praxis and Heidegger. Nietzsche's become extremely fashionable on the left in the last 30 years. And there's lots of postmodernist books by people like Deleuze and Guattari and these sorts of people who love the element of Nietzsche that tears down. I come as a destroyer, because in order to create you've got to destroy first. You've got to level up with it. There's ruins around you, so you give them a bit of a push. All of Nietzsche's thinking before Zarathustra, when he begins to vouchsafe his own view, if you like, is largely a tearing down of the normative nature of ethics in the genealogy of morals, tearing down of the idea of truth itself, an erection of science in work like the Dawn, or the joyful wisdom stroke the gay science, and then the tearing down of the idea of science, playing up a certain Darwinian and evolutionary ideas, which Nietzsche's actually quite suspicious of, because he doesn't think that life is, in certain senses, are linear at all. He believes they're circular, and everything that was comes back again. He thinks Darwin is a cretinous materialist and shallow optimist. Look at the people around you. Are they progressing and moving upwards, or are they just dullards led by a few people at the top who manipulate them? Now, Heidegger made a radical, possibly the most radical choice, philosophically and politically, in the century that's just passed. Admittedly, he was living in Germany at a time when, if the left liberal consensus would have it, the most controversial regime in the 20th century came to power. Now, if you were in other races or in other societies, you would actually refute that. You'd say Stalin's or Lenin's or Mao's or various other regimes were more important. You could argue that the most important regime in the 20th century is the American one.